Friday's ASEAN summit in Cebu, Philippines was dominated by growing concerns over the Strait of Hormuz crisis. A significant share of the world's oil shipment passes through the strategic waterway, but more than 2 months of disruption linked to the Iran war has sent shockwaves through global energy markets. The impact is being felt sharply across Southeast Asia. ASEAN countries import more than half of their crude oil and a considerable portion of their natural gas from the Middle East, leaving the region highly vulnerable to supply disruptions. As energy flows tighten, fuel costs have surged, placing mounting pressure on industries, transportation, and overall economic activity. Against this backdrop, ASEAN leaders agreed to pursue a regional fuel sharing framework aimed at easing the burden during times of crisis. The proposal envisions member states sharing fuel reserves with one another when shortages arise. However, many details remain unresolved. Questions over which countries would receive priority access, how payments would be structured, and whether the system would operate through direct exchanges or financial arrangements are still under discussion. Beyond immediate relief measures, ASEAN is also planning a regional power grid and a joint fuel stockpiling system to strengthen long-term energy security. Analysts say the initiative is not only a response to the current crisis, but also part of a broader strategy to gradually reduce the bloc's dependence on Middle Eastern energy supplies. The move comes amid rising geopolitical tensions, wars, and trade disputes that have exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains in recent years. In particular, U.S. tariff measures and volatility in international markets have pushed ASEAN economies to rethink their economic and strategic positioning. Experts caution that while the initiative carries strong political significance, it is unlikely to provide an immediate solution. Building energy infrastructure, cross-border power connectivity, and coordinated reserve systems will require substantial investment and long-term cooperation among member states. Differences in economic capacity and energy demand across ASEAN countries could also become a source of friction, especially during periods of severe shortages. Taken together, the Iran war is no longer just a Middle Eastern crisis. Its economic repercussions are increasingly being felt across Asia, exposing how deeply interconnected global energy and trade systems have become.